So we're going to continue our discussion of division today. And today, instead of doing it on the whiteboard, we're going to be a little more creative and we're going to model division using Legos. So, before we model the division using Legos, let's write our problem up here on the whiteboard. So on my desk I have 20 Legos. But before we use all 20, let's use 8. So we're going to use 8 Legos and we're going to divide them into 2 groups. So, as you probably know, there's a few ways to do this. You can say what times 2 equals 8. Or you can model it using a kind of reverse array. When we talked about multiplication, we used an array to model the multiplication. So let's see if we can use an array to model the division. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 Legos. Oh. And we need these to be divided into 2 groups. So what we're going to do, well, I think it's the easiest way. So we're going to go 1 group, 2 groups. 1 group, 2 groups. 1 group, 2 groups. 1 group, 2 groups. And as you can see, we don't have any left over. If we did have some left over, that would be our remainder. But since we don't have a remainder. I don't think we can see this group. Trying to put it to where everybody can see. Okay. So how many do we have in each group? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's our answer. So 8 divided by 2 is 4, which is the same thing as 4 times 2 equals 8. Alright, so let's do another problem using our Legos. Because I don't know about you, but I think that was kind of fun. Alright, so since we have 20 Legos and all over here, we're going to use 16. So 16. And now instead of dividing by 2, we're going to divide by 4. So divide by 4. And as I said, there's a few different ways you can do this. You can do the fact family method, which we went over. So blank times 4 equals 16. And that's pretty easy. But just because, it was kind of interesting and it hopefully helped some of you guys, we're going to model it with Legos again. Alright. So let's find 16 Legos first off. And the the easiest way, I think, to find 16 Legos, since we know we have 20, is we put all 20 and we subtract 4. So now we have 16. 16 Legos. And we need them to be in 4 groups because our problem was 16 divided by 4. So, let's start with 4 Legos being our 4 groups. Alright, so we've got 4 groups of Legos. Alright, so now we're going to add 1 to each group of 4 until we're out of Legos. So we've got 2 in each group. Now we've got 3 in each group. Now we've got 4 in each group. So, since we have 4 in each group, 1, 2, 3, 4, that means the answer to our problem, 16 divided by 4, is 4. Or 4 times 16, or 4 times 4 is 16, which I'm sure many of you already knew. Alright, so we're going to erase, and now we're going to use all of our Legos. So, as I said, we have 20 Legos in all. So, we're going to start with all of our Legos, which is 20. We're going to divide that into groups of, or we're going to divide that into 5 groups. Now what we're looking for is how many is in each group. So we can do it this way, or we can do it the Fat Family way. Blank times 5 equals 20. So I'm of course going to do it both ways for you guys so you can see both ways. So we're going to take all 20 Legos, because we have 20 Legos, and we're going to make 5 groups. We're going to make them like this so we don't get confused. Okay, so we're going to add 1 to each group until we have no more Legos to give. Alright, so now our answer is going to be how many are in each group. So let's count how many are in each group. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we have 5 identical groups, so every group should have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And every group does have 4. So our answer is 4. Alright, so we can sort of see. So 20 divided by 5 is 4. So the Fat Family method would say 4 times 20, or 4 times 5 is 20. So that is a little bit of a breakdown of division to give you a more hands-on example. So if you have Legos at home, go try it out with Legos. It was actually kind of fun. It's something that I've never done before. So I enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it. Go practice, break out your Legos, and divide your Legos into groups. And we'll be back next time, and we'll take division one step further.